Not gonna talk your ear off. I am so happy to be back, and I am so glad to have you guys watching me. So please let me know what looks you want me to do next and what you thought about this one, because I don't know, I thought it was cute. So now I have both eyes done, and I'm gonna start my face. I feel like, so I don't usually apply a face primer, but what I do use is the Benefit Professional. This is the Pearl Professional Primer. And I'm going to put this just on my nose and under my eyes, where I feel like my pores are the biggest. I will also take some and just put a little bit on my forehead. Well, that was more than a little bit. That was a lot. So I'm going to put some on my chin as well. Why did I do that? I guess we just prime in our whole face with this today, is what it looks like. I really appreciate how the Professional, like, makes your skin feel. It feels so good. Like, I can't explain it. Oh my god. Amazing. Now for foundation, I am going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. This is in Honeycomb 20. I'm going to just pump the product onto the back of my hand. Then I'm going to dot it all over my face. I don't buy my foundation color in the color that I am. I buy it more the color that I want to be. Because, like, I like to, like, self-tan in the winter and stuff, and I don't like to be pale, so that's that. So I used to always buff in my foundation with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, but I have been a fan of this Sonia brush. It's like a flat kabuki, kind of. And it's from one of Sonia's collections from Target, and it works, like, perfectly. Another thing that I really like about this brush is, like, the beauty sponges tend to soak up a lot of your product, and the synthetic brush does not. So if you want a more full coverage type of look, the synthetic brush is what you would want to pull out for that. If you feel like you are looking caked up or streaky, like, I don't really have that problem with this brush. But if you were to have that problem with the brush you're using for your foundation, then you can go in with the beauty sponge and, you know, blend it out, get rid of those lines. Oh, this is from the Knock It Out collection, actually. Now I remember. Okay, basically same thing. And now I'm going to go and blend it all down my neck, especially because this foundation is a lot darker than me, and I'm trying to play it off like this is my real color. Look at that foundation. Bam! Eyeshadow is now coming through. We're okay. Now we're doing concealer, and I am using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in Light 16. This concealer actually goes on really nicely. It feels like the KKW concealer, almost. And I'm just concealing under my eyes, on my forehead, down here to brighten it up, and then right here where I've had some redness. You know what, whatever. We're just gonna go all out today. There we go. I don't typically do this, but something is telling me to use this brush. This is the concealer brush that came in this same collection, in the Knock It Out collection from Target, and I'm going to start under my eyes. You want to, like, lightly pat in the product. You don't want to smudge the product or smear it. You want to pat it in kind of as is, and it'll buff itself out that way. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to go in with my beauty blender under my eyes after this. Now I'm going in with the Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to just blend this up a little more. So before I set my under eyes, I like to highlight, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. It's a liquid highlight and it's so good in Gilded Glow 360B. It's so nice. And then on the nose and on the chin and just a little bit above the brows. Now using a Wet n Wild stippled brush, I'm going to just buff the product in. When you're blending in the liquid highlight here, this is when it is okay to use light circular motion. So you just go. Now I'm using Lancome's Dual Finish Highlight in 05 Sparkling Peach on another brush from that Sonia collection from Target. And this is just like the angled, it's kind of like a stippling highlight brush. It's like the perfect highlight brush. And you just take some of that and brush it on. I go like all in with highlight at the beginning of my makeup routine. Then when you apply the rest of your makeup, it kind of calms it down. Still like leaves it poppin' in some areas, and then you can touch it up at the very end, kind of like the brows. Like you go crazy, settles down, and then you can revive it. You know? Okay, anyway, stop talking crazy. Now to set my under eyes, I'm using the Dermablend Professional Translucent Powder. Before applying setting powder, I'm going to just smooth those creases under my eyes. I'm taking my Real Techniques sponge and I'm just going to dip it in the product, and then I'm going to apply it right underneath my eye. Now for the rest of my face, I'm taking a face brush from Real Techniques, just a really fluffy one, dipping it in the translucent powder and just going all in. You want to kind of avoid where you applied the highlight in the beginning. You don't want to like purposely cover it up, but doing this will kind of settle it down and make it look less crazy, which is kind of what we're going for. Like it'll blend it in a little more. Okay, so now to bronze, I'm using another fluffy brush from the Sonia collection. I'm going in with Wet n Wild Color Con Bronzer. Okay, so I carved out both sides, both cheeks, and then I also apply powder to the middle of my forehead to brighten up my face. For my nose, I'm using a Morphe E46 brush, and it's like a small angled, like, I don't know, contour brush. Using the Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm going to just darken up the sides a little bit. My dog is in his cage right now and he's being a crybaby. I cannot have him out while I'm filming, like, or by me, because he wants too much attention and drives me insane. Okay, so after bronzing up my nose a little bit, I'm taking the same little angled sponge and I'm going to sharpen like the sides right here. Does that make sense? Sharpen it. Oh my god. I also am going to lighten up this part here and this part right here. Okay. Now with a Real Techniques setting brush, it's just a small one, like perfect for under eyes, I'm going to wipe away all the powder that I have underneath my eyes. And with the same brush, using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, I'm just using this as kind of like a little under eye powder for some extra coverage. Wiping away what's on my forehead and on my nose. I actually might have to go back in with this. There's no extra product on the Morphe E46 brush. I'm just trying to add some more color. I don't even look like I need more highlight, but I'm going to add more highlight because I'm extra. Using the Lancome Dual Highlight. And I think I'm going to add some yellow like right under here. I don't even know what brush this is, but it's like perfect for like highlighting the brow bone and the inner corner. I'm going to use it with the Wet n Wild loose highlighting powder, and I'm going to apply some just at the inner corner here. So basically I'm going to just apply my mascara first, just because my falsies need like a base to sit on. You guys, I just discovered a new way to apply false eyelashes, and it seriously has changed my life. So I'm taking just this Kiss adhesive strip lash with aloe. It's got an orange cap, whatever. Now I'm gonna apply this just to like my lash line on my eye, and then I'm gonna stick the lash on. Now I'm gonna take eyelash, like I'm holding it up as if you could see, but whatever. Now I'm just gonna stick the eyelash on. Now I'm going to take an eyelash curler. Curling them together is basically like the secret to getting them on like perfectly. I am definitely like liking this look. A secret of mine is after applying your lashes, you want to take like a good eyeliner and, oh, did I sharpen it too much? And you want to line the waterline like on your top lid. And doing that makes the fake lashes look so much more real. It's just like, it's a small little step. You might think it's like totally irrelevant, but oh my god, it makes the biggest difference. Just your lower lash line. Now to finish off the whole look, I'm using Jordana Pigmented Shine Liquid Lip Color. This is in the color 01 in the nude. This is the finished look. I think it's cute. Long day. So now I'm chilling.